so we're going to start at the beginning of the digestive system. So you have the oral cavity in here with the hard palate made of bone, the soft palate made of tissue, that's the uvula. This muscle is the tongue. And then you have the shared eating and breathing spaces, so the pharynx, so you have the nasopharynx right here. The oropharynx is at the back of the mouth, and the laryngopharynx goes down to this point where the trachea and the esophagus deviate from one another. The esophagus is right here. And then we go down into the stomach, so way down there.
Oh, wait.
Way down there. Okay, so now we have the stomach. And the stomach on the inside, do I have, yeah. If we have the stomach that opens up, you can see inside that it has folds. These are called rugae or gastric folds. Both are accepted terms. At the end of the stomach, you have this reduced region right here called the pylorus, and the sphincter is inside of there. And then we begin the small intestine, and on this model right here, the small intestine begins on the same model. So this is the duodenum right here, the C-shaped curve. If I use a different model with the stomach removed, this, is the C-shaped curve of the duodenum right here. The second portion of the small intestine is the jejunum, and the ileum is the third portion. Now the ileum is going to dump into the large intestine, and if we set this here where it sort of goes, this is the start of the large intestine. So if I take this off, here's the little bit of the ileum that continues over to the cecum. So the cecum's on the large intestine, and you can see the appendix right here. From here I have ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon, and this little tight curve right here is called the sigmoid colon. If we took this for the end of the colon, then we have just the end of the sigmoid colon here, and then you have the rectum, which is for storage, and then the anal canal just passes right through here. There are some features on the large intestine that you need to know. In a living person, someone with muscle tone, you can see the haustra. Those are these little pouches. We'll talk about what they do in lecture. This stripe right here is the tinea coli. This is made of smooth muscle. And then I have several accessories to my digestive system. One are the salivary glands. So on this model, you can see the parotid gland with the parotid duct. And you can see the submandibular gland right here. I also have the pancreas and liver as accessory organs. So here's the liver right here. And if I turn this upside down, so this is an anatomical position right now, so right and left. So if I turn it upside down, this is still my right and my left. This is how I learned it. I found it most helpful. So this right here is the right hepatic duct and the left hepatic duct. They join together to form the common hepatic duct. I know this is really tiny.
Is it the green, right?
It's all the green.
Okay.
Then I have the gallbladder, which has a cystic duct right here. When the common hepatic duct and the cystic duct join, they form the common bile duct. And I'm going to show you this on another model now. This model right here shows the liver that's been flipped up so you can see it. So this is the gallbladder. I have the right and the left hepatic ducts, common hepatic duct, cystic duct, common bile duct. And you can actually see the common bile duct right here as well. And here we have the pancreas, another digestive accessory organ. And, main pancreatic duct, common bile duct, I got this, okay. Then let's go back to the liver, because I have a couple things on here. On the liver, the falciform ligament is this ligament right here, and on the cadaver we saw it's very thin tissue. It anchors the liver to the abdominal wall, the anterior wall. The round ligament is this one right here, and the round ligament is actually round, and it turns into, they join together and they go to the anterior body wall, but that's the round ligament. If you turn the liver around, you find this little caudate lobe right here, and it's like a little tail. And then if we go to microscopic anatomy of the liver, if we looked under the microscope, you'd see that the liver is made up of all these lobules right here. Each individual one of these is a lobule. And this lobule has a central vein that goes through it. And you can see the portal triad. The portal triad inside of the liver are all branches of things that we've learned. So when I'm saying these, just remember branches of. This is the branch of the common hepatic artery, branch of the hepatic portal vein, and this is a branch of the hepatic duct. The liver lobule is made up of hepatocytes. So you can see all these little square cells right here. These are all hepatocytes, and each hepatocyte makes a little bit of bile. That's why there's these little green dots inside of here. They're tiny, tiny little canals that each hepatocyte dumps its product into. And there are hepatic macrophages that live inside of here, inside of the capillaries that run through the liver. So you can see those little guys, they look like little starfish in there. And these purple vessels right here are sinusoid capillaries. And that takes us to the end of the digestive system.